All right. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Happy victory Sunday to everybody. It's Jay Walk and Jay in the house. Jay, what's the word?
Man. Happy Victory Sunday indeed. We took care of business with that rivalry. That's all I needed that. I
Hey, man.
needed that one
Yeah,
personally.
I honestly, I couldn't imagine if we would have lost that game.
Mm,
but but
mm.
we came out on top, man. I'm proud of them. They fought back, man. It's the end of the year. We'll get into this stuff, man. But overall thoughts on the performance, and we'll touch on that. But real quick, before we really get into this, most of you guys know that are tapping in as you guys come in that Jaywalk played on that team where Lane Kiffin. I just kind of wanted to know your thoughts. Lane Kiffin was one of the coaches when you were there. So I kind of want to know your thoughts on the Lane Kiffin to LSU. Was that a power move or not a good move?
For Lane, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say that's a big time move because LSU, it definitely is a bigger brand than Ole Miss. I
Absolutely.
mean, we love all of the SEC schools, right? We love them all, don't we? Nah, bro. What I'm gonna say is, I think LSU is going to benefit a lot from a personality like Coach Kiff.
Yeah,
Yeah, like when Coach O got there, it was it was a revival, for them. And so
absolutely.
Kiff has that same energy. Now, what I'm really curious, I'm wondering if Kiff will bring in a guy like Coach Orgeron as his D coordinator.
Man, that's kind of yeah. I'm kind of wondering that same thing. And Coach
Yeah,
O, he did say he was open to that though. He said he was open to coming back to college football, and
he did.
you kind of want to know if that's what he's going to do or not. But yeah, yeah, I think it's a power move for him.
I mean, I spoke to Coach O a couple years ago, and he said I asked him if he was coming back. He said yes. He said he's yes. He says he getting that itch again.
He won a national championship, but here's the thing, man, with the coaching carousel thing, man. Like you looking at all these coaches though, man. Now you got Ole Miss. I think they just filled that spot just quickly. I think it's a coach on staff, but you had Arkansas, Penn State, all these different schools, man. That's why me personally, I'm not in such of a hurry just to be like, nah, I want to go ahead and get another coach because I mean, I think when you're building something such as like the way we are, we're gonna get into that because we had multiple recruits that were at the game on Saturday. All the recruits, I think we got 35 that are committed. 28 of those guys were actually on campus. So when you look at the number one class of what we're building, that's why I'm not so quick to want to just be like, let's just go ahead and move on a new coach.
No, I understand. I personally, I don't believe we need a new coach. Are
Me
you
either.
are you getting are you getting feedback like an echo?
Nah, I'm not
Okay,
getting
just checking.
no feedback. No, you guys
Let
can hit me in the comments and let me know if you guys are getting feedback or not. No, I'm not. I'm not getting any feedback. And so when you look at it overall, man, let's get to this game, man. Like so, overall thoughts just on the victory itself from a rivalry perspective, and then we'll kind of get into a little bit of the game. Like, what's your overall thoughts?
um, I'm happy we got a dub, but I'm really upset with how we performed overall. I think that we started flat-footed, heavy, and at least on defense. I think we started flat-footed, heavy, and a little bit aloof. It seemed like the moment wasn't fully realized until after they came out, after halftime.
Right,
I couldn't understand how we were giving up so many chunk yards to that particular UCLA team. I didn't get it.
right,
So I was wrong 2 weeks in a row. I was wrong about my 10 reasons. I was wrong. I was wrong last week about a lot of key factors and some of the things that I was willing to hang my hat on. I was wrong again. So I'm basing my 10 reasons off of statistics, historical data, as well as the eye test, right? Then there's some subjective, reasons I feel the way I feel about why I predict things. but I don't believe we should ever score under 30 points against that ball club.
No, I agree. I agree. And for whatever reason, man, it's just we'll talk about that, man. And because
Hmm.
I talked about it briefly this morning, that the fact that we need to change, man, how we start. It has to be more so of how we started in the second half, putting that in the first half. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, what do you think the reasons is? I'm happy. Hey, look, for all those who are coming on, I'm excited about the victory. Salute to these guys. They got the big victory. But I think more so you'll hear some things coming from us more so because we know that these guys are better. Like overall, man. Like what do you think that is as far as how we start?
I wish I can call it, big bro. I wish I knew. I think it's a matter of guys just settling into the game plan. And yes, we could say that every team throws their best shot at SC. That's never going to change. Every team changes up their tendency slightly against SC. Yeah, but they do that against every top tier team.
Right.
So I have grace for us, particularly on the defensive side, because we're so young. And by young, I mean not just the youth of the actual players being like under 19 years old, but also just the experience level. We're
Yeah.
young overall on defense. I mean, we had about 8 players that were essentially starting the game that were all within their first or second year of college or first or second year at that position in this defensive scheme.
Right.
So maybe that could be one of the factors is guys are just taking a while to kind of settle into the scheme and understanding the style of play that's required for that matchup. But I do love our adjustments. I love what we do coming out of the second half. I love how Coach Lynn can kind of get it figured out. And I really was excited to see our defensive line hunt. And Jedi, he got off. He went crazy this weekend.
No, I like what he did. So I mean, with the personnel that we currently have, man, looking into the future, how promising? Me personally, I did a little brief video about it this morning. Kind of feel like okay, if we attack the trenches from a interior standpoint, nose tackle, D tackle, if we decide to go that route from a portal perspective, um, I think we don't need to miss out. I think we've kind of missed out in some senses that I expected, in no disrespect to him, Kayshawn Silver, to move a little bit more weight than what he did, man. Like, what's your overall thoughts on that? As far as how we kind of, I'm not gonna say struck out, but
Hmm.
however you want to categorize that.
I think Keyshawn Silver had a lot of expectations for himself for this upcoming season, especially moving all the way from one part of the country to LA, and he bet on himself. He bet on himself. SC, bro, you real thirsty. You
Man, hey, bro, I drunk all. Hey, bro, hey, we gonna hit this gallon of water a day, baby. Hey,
bro
hey,
is
hey,
dehydrated as a
hey, man.
mug.
Hey, 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 man, I'm super thirsty. I'm not even gonna front.
Bro,
Hey, I've been tearing this up all
mom,
day, man. I've been tearing it up.
why, why you squeezing so aggressive?
Thirsty, bro, for real.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know I'm the little brother, bro. I'm always gonna try to take my shots when I can.
No, man. I mean, I gotta have it, man.
No, I think Keyshawn Silver really there were moments where he did show up big, but I think overall I know that he wishes he had at least another year in the scheme so he can really kind of get his feet under him. It's a competitive D line, man, especially in the middle. So
Yeah,
I don't necessarily say we struck out because I've seen him make some terrific plays that won't go in the stat line. However, I just think it's a new scheme, it's a new style of defensive line play that he was not necessarily accustomed to. I remember an interview that he had at the beginning of the season when they said what he wanted to work on, and he said he wanted to get more skilled at his pass rush moves. And
right.
so I think that was one of the heavy emphasis. And he figured that was what he needed to take away from moving over to SC this past season from Kentucky. And with Ja, he just got hurt. I mean, he got hurt. He wasn't able to compete
Yeah, yeah. I know
to
he
the
got
level
hurt.
that I and thank God he's young. I don't know if he could redshirt coming off that injury, but I think the future is extremely bright for him because he's only going to get more condition. We saw the glimpses of what type of athlete he is when he got that pick six, and he was, they called it the thick six, and he was
Yeah.
rumbling and stumbling, and he did his thing. So yeah, overall, I'm happy with where we're going, but I know that, dang, it just feels like, I think I heard you say it feels like we just left a lot of meat on the bone this
No, and
year.
that's real talk. And
Yeah.
so you happy with where we are? I'm happy with where we're going. We're 9-3. We've seen improvement. I think Vegas had us at a 7.5 this year win
Hmm.
percentage. That's where they had us at. And I saw the Carlos Nicholson. Shout out to him. I was texting back and forth on Twitter with him today. He said, yeah, some had us at 6 wins, and yeah, some had us at 7. But I think we showed improvement. But with that improvement, how confident? And I looked at the schedule. I saw Oregon. I saw Ohio State at home. I saw Washington. I saw we loaded. So going into the season next year, how confident are you feeling from a trench play? And then I kind of expressed myself this morning about it. But how confident are you feeling about the trench play as we look at next season? Season.
I smell, I smell smoke, and we want all of it.
You smell smoke. You,
That's
you
how
want all the
confident
smoke,
I
huh?
am. All of
Okay.
it.
Absolutely.
None of them teams you just mentioned make me
Oh,
blink,
yeah, and we play
blink at
Indiana.
all.
Somebody brought the Indiana thing up, and I feel like they're gonna lose a lot of guys. I mean, because I think they're a bunch of seniors. So, and that's at
Look,
Indiana.
I don't care if they were seniors or senior citizens. Come on down here and come get slapped. That's all I care about. Because
Absolutely.
there is a new culture. Unfortunately, most people can't see past their own preferences. But what I can see is a reestablishment of more physicality. I see us having a balanced offensive attack. We're not a pass heavy team against popular belief. We run the ball. We have talented, skilled players like we always do. But I think our skilled players currently are equipped for this conference.
Absolutely.
That's what I like about what I see. I've never in recent years seen the perimeter receivers block and protect the running backs as much as I have over this past season. I loved it. I love seeing how aggressive our receivers were blocking for our running backs this year. And that's why we had so many explosives in the run game.
Yeah.
I also love seeing the talent on our defensive line bolster their confidence this year and learn that they actually can compete with the best O linemen in the country because I do feel like the Big Ten has the best offensive lines in the nation,
Absolutely.
not the
Absolutely.
SEC, not the SEC. The SEC, they're big, but I think that the O line in the Big Ten are just more skilled.
Yeah.
They're big and skilled.
Yeah.
So, and they're just more diverse offenses in the conference that we're in. So I'm excited. Like I thought we could go 11-1.
I did too.
I
I've had
thought
11-1, and then I moved it to 12-0 after I saw how we were performing from a defensive line perspective. But we'll talk about that too, because
mhm.
it looked like they kind of were going in the opposite direction throughout the season. But we'll talk about that. But you said
So
11-1.
to me, our ceiling was 12-0. That was our ceiling.
Yeah.
But the ball would have had to bounce a lot of good ways, especially in Notre Dame. And I've seen that Notre Dame game over and over again where, you know, the officials just they want to wear helmets too bad.
Right.
They want to be involved in that game way too much, especially then when you put in Vegas odds, you throw in some nasty weather. And yes, we did get dominated in the trenches. However, man, some of those, yeah, some of the things that were going on that field should not have been allowed. Same thing in Illinois. I don't want to make any excuses about the performance because we did also start sloppy in both of those games.
Yeah.
I will say that we hit our floor, in my opinion. Our floor was 9 wins. There was no way we were going to lose, less than three or more than three. Sorry, more than three. We weren't going to lose more than 3 games this year, no matter how it happened. So
Yeah.
I knew that, and I felt like that floor was going to show and highlight the culture and it's the progressive realization of a successful campaign happening. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're progressively realizing that things are getting better and better. The new recruits are coming in. The community's getting better. There's more people in the stands, and guys are feeling like SC is a game that they really need to prepare for because there's no
Absolutely.
pushovers. So there's no pushovers over here.
I personally, I feel like if we would have closed that gap a little bit from nine wins and push more toward the 11 wins. But like I said, when you look at and we call it all the time, self-inflicted wounds and special teams, between the special teams and the self-inflicted wounds, I feel like, especially at the Oregon game, I feel like we left 14 points on with the punt return, and then with hopping over the offensive line. That was, to me, that was 14 points. USC was still in that game, and I felt like we just left some things out there, man. So from special teams as
Mm.
well as the undisciplined play at times, USC could have really, the 11-1 was not out of the picture at all.
No, it was on the table for sure. With regards to that jumping over to like Des, that was not a penalty. I watched it like 6 times. He never
I
jumped
heard
over anyone.
somebody else say something,
No,
something.
that was not a penalty. He jumped through the gap. At the moment that he jumped through the gap, the lineman moved under him, which made it look like he jumped over someone. But you see teams in the SEC and other teams in the Big Ten do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just imagining like this dude is doing everything that he can to make a play, right? So either way, man, that was them. That was some home cooking. That was some home cooking and gave Oregon a touchdown opportunity versus us the ball back, which was a huge momentum swing. It was the game. I remember when that happened, I text you, you and I were hot. Then I had to
Yeah,
watch it over and over again. He never jumped over anyone. He jumped through the open gap.
yeah, yeah,
And so that
yeah.
was clean.
I gotta go back and take a look at it. I
It
never
was
even.
clean.
Yeah, yeah.
And they flipped him. They literally flipped him
I
because
remember that part though. I do.
so at the last moment, and that's what made it look bad, is that when he jumped through the gap, the lineman got under him and flipped him. So they called it a penalty without reviewing it. They should have looked at that before they threw that flag. And then when they did throw the flag, because of how big of a play it was, they should have reviewed it and looked at the angle that he attacked. He jumped through the gap of the two linemen's legs. He never jumped over a single person.
Yeah,
So that was bad. And then the special teams, I'm sick of us not being explosive and not being a threat in special teams. We got excited over Micaiah Lemon's 35-yard punt return like it was like a 100-yard return. And I'm like,
we should see that on a regular. It's weird. I remember guys like Valus Jones. Um,
killer.
I mean, like he was returning punts just left and like we haven't seen a punt return or a kick return. I don't even know when's the last time we've seen that.
Like a real dude was Dory, but then Michael Pittman took one back, I think in the UCLA game. UCLA game? Michael Pittman took one back before that. I was like,
Yeah,
yo, okay. Anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
I
And
think
then
yeah,
and
but
then
Valus Jones.
Sairi, he
Oh
got to
man,
missing kicks at the end of the season.
that was just the last couple of games. I don't even know what happened. He was kicking 50-yard kick field goals though, 40 yards, 50 yards. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
not sure what happened to him,
I
man.
got mad. I got mad because we needed those. We needed all those. We needed them at UCLA yesterday, and we needed them against Oregon. We needed those. Yeah.
So
Anyway,
special teams, man, is something. Do you think? I don't think that's part of Coach Riley's. Man, I got these glasses on. I know. Coach Riley. I know that's not part of his philosophy, man. These glasses.
I
These
think
glasses. I know you guys heard that. Um,
I think according to Coach Riley's track record, he tends to correct the areas that keep showing up to sting him. Like, he's not the kind of guy that's just going to sit in a hornet's nest and let the hornets keep stinging him. Eventually, he does what he needs to do. He makes the moves, he pivots. So I would not be surprised that we go after a top tier special teams
we have to.
coordinator.
Yeah.
I believe we will because overall, it's a huge component missing from our game. We have no free yards. We literally everything that we earn was offensively. We need the special teams to flip the field. We really
Yeah.
do.
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Now, real quick, I want to, and I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys. Man, I don't even know how 20 minutes happened that fast. Um,
You was I know.
no, 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 man. That happened pretty quick. Now, I want to ask you about this, man, because I see there's a lot of people, a lot of questions. I talked about it about Jayden Maiava. Let me say this: if Jayden Maiava happened to be watching, man, I am absolutely so proud of you, man, for how you bought out this year. I feel like you took a step forward. You showed your grit. And you just look like you've really facilitated this team. You look like the great facilitator. 3,400 yards, I think, on the season. Um, Jayden Maiava, if he decides to come back, what do you see? And you played on the team with. You could talk about it. Matt Liner, Matt Castle. You could talk about it. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, first I'm gonna echo what you just said. Jaden, if you looking, man, you did this year. And we
Yeah,
got at least one more, man. You lead your squad. There was never one moment that I didn't believe you could not get the job done
absolutely,
for us. There was
absolutely.
not. I had zero doubt about what you would do this season. Zero, none.
Yeah,
So hats off. And I know your uncle Kaluka, who is one of my teammates, awesome teammate, Kaluka Maiava, linebacker, back when I was at SC. I know he's proud as well as every single one of your family members because you put the island on your back, little bro, and you carried the team and you carried your hometown in Hawaii. So as far as Jaden coming back, I think it's valid. I believe that a young man like that with another year of tutelage and guidance under his belt is a Heisman Trophy winner, not just a Heisman Trophy candidate.
yeah.
I believe that he was underrated this whole season, and he should have been in the Heisman conversation for the first 8 weeks of the season. And if people were paying attention to what he's done all year and really paying attention, he would have been compared to the most elite. He has the most efficient QBR
Well,
rating in the
well,
whole
well,
nation.
let's stay right there for a second. Why is it that I don't even think the fan base really recognizes him for who he is? You said it. I mean, the number one QBR. I've been looking at it all season, and the way he's playing ball, I even saw a nice run, that run up the right yesterday. I mean, he's. I just think, man, he's took a step, and I think he's playing quarterback at a high level. But I don't think it's being appreciated. Why is it that he appears? I don't even like to use the word overlooked by the fan base, but it even in some aspects of the country. Why is it that he appears to be overlooked, in your opinion?
The
Or do you
same
see it
reason
that way? Do you see it that
I
way?
do. I definitely do. It's the
Yeah.
same reason. It's the same reason I believe Makai is still being overlooked in a
No, he is. He better win
large
it. He better
regard.
win a Bolinikov. I know
It's
that.
this it's the same reason a lot of our athletes are overlooked. It's USC. Like people hate USC.
Yeah.
It will always be that way. The
Yeah.
voters, the voters who call the shots, they're all on the southeast part of the country. None of these people are in the West Coast. And so everybody just likes to say Jada Mayava, he's too cavalier with the ball and he throws interceptions and he throws picks. They all throw picks. Everyone throws picks, especially when they're trying to win, especially when you're trying to mount a comeback. Most of Jaden's really bad picks were came because that was the only option we had was to throw the dang ball. And the other team knew that. And a lot of the picks come from games where I'm like, the receivers are being harassed all game. There's no flags, and we're just trying to make plays. And however it's happening, it is what it is. I could see Jayden coming back, winning the Heisman Trophy, and I could see, a guy like Hassan Longstreet really thriving with that second year of development, and then also him getting his, let's call it 100 snaps, 150 snaps next season,
Yeah, yeah.
working alongside Jayden.
No, no
I can
doubt.
see that.
Jay,
Because
can you speak?
even
Oh, go ahead, go
Caleb,
ahead.
even Caleb was what, 2.5 years or so with Lincoln
Yeah,
Riley,
yeah, yeah.
Baker. All these
Absolutely,
guys that were prolific quarterbacks played at least 2.5 seasons under Lincoln Riley.
absolutely. That's
Jayden
facts.
has a year. Jayden has a year and a half. Imagine another year. That gives him 2.5 years, which is what the blueprint for Coach Riley's successful quarterbacks has been, 2.5 years. That's
Yeah,
the blueprint.
yeah.
So I can see it.
Well, so okay, like I said, can you name the quarterbacks that played behind all those guys when you were there? And then me, we had Herschel Dennis on here with us, and he talked about how it was even in the running back room. But
Oh
with
yeah.
Reggie, Lindell, and all those guys that you played with, can you speak to
So
that?
the so the
Yeah,
quarterbacks for starting from the GOAT to me, Carson Palmer, Matt Castle, Matt Leinart. We had a guy that nobody knows about who was a All-American through for the most yards in the country coming out of high school, some named Billy Hart. He was a gunslinger from Mission Viejo. We had another kid that was a baller from he was a man, his name was Rocky Hines. He was a
yeah. I
dual
remember. I
threat.
remember Rocky Hines. Yeah,
Rocky Hines. He was a
yeah.
dual threat.
Man, where was Rocky Hines from?
I can't remember what high school,
Rocky Hines. I'm trying to remember what school he was from.
but he was literally like the kid from Baylor, RG3. He was
Yeah,
just like him. He
yeah.
was just like RG3. Rocky Hines. Then we brought in John David. We had John David Booty.
John David Booty. Yeah, yeah,
And we and
yeah.
we also had
From Louisiana.
from Louisiana, and
Yeah,
we had Mark Sanchez.
that's
Do,
crazy.
do
So,
you know how lethal that court? All of those dudes were NFL caliber quarterbacks. Every single one of them.
so can you speak to the importance of if Hassan happens to be watching, if his family watching, the importance
Mm,
of patience and opportunity will come.
yeah.
You're at the right place.
Well, I'm gonna say right now that if you stay 2.5 years under Lincoln Riley's system, it's pretty much the statistics fair that you're going to win a Heisman.
Yeah.
At the very least, you'll be a first round draft pick. That's at the minimum. So there is no reason to jump the gun. I know you want the on field experience, but I believe that with Hassan having more experience, then I believe that there can be packages in two quarterback style systems where Jayden and Hassan can work off of one another
Especially when we
situationally.
play Ohio State and some of those other teams
100%.
just kind of throw them off guard. I agree, man.
100%.
I
And
totally agree.
I could also see Hassan killing it in the bowl game as well. This upcoming bowl game, I could see him getting in there and doing some crazy stuff. So
Absolutely.
Hassan is he's I think he's one of those generational talents. I really feel that way, and
Yeah.
I think he's actually probably more of a prototypical Lincoln Riley style quarterback. But to put him in earlier than necessary only puts wear and tear on his body,
Yeah.
only only condenses his window and his time clock for development, which at this stage it's proven 2.5 years is the marquee time to get out there and really go and get after it.
No, I agree. I totally agree, and I'm praying. Forget about the outside noise because people want to make these. They want to make the rivalry and they want to make it. But you said it, and statistically, staying in the system will benefit a man. So salute to Hassan. He's a phenomenal athlete, and I can't wait. And
He
then you
is.
follow
He
him
is.
with Jonas Williams as well.
He's up next for sure. He is up next.
Absolutely. I'm gonna answer a few of these questions before we open up this chat. It says, Jaywalk, did you have any flashbacks watching the game Saturday back to UCLA game and the onside kick return? You returned one at Arizona State, right?
I had two picks against Arizona State.
Okay, okay.
two ints, but against UCLA, that was my first game back after tearing my ankle. So I missed 6 games. I missed 6 games going from what it was the Washington game all the way to the UCLA game, which was the last game of the season, the last home game, my last game in the Cali. And I was just begging Coach Carroll to let me play because I was barely medically cleared to play. And he let me play, and I got out there, had a PBU, was limping around out there, but I had a cast on my ankle, like a boot that was made out of a pure cast, and it was taped. So my shoe was like just tape, basically. It was tape. And I caught that onside kick, and I was trying to skip to my loo. I was limping, trying to get to the end. Hey, bro, every pain felt like I was re-tearing my ankle. Every single pain felt every step felt like my ankle was being torn all over again. And the dude caught me at the 2-yard line. I'm like, God. Everybody was like, "Why didn't you dive?" I'm like, "Bro,
I remember that now.
I got
I
one
remember
tire."
that. Yeah, I remember that.
If you watch that replay and find that replay, you can literally see my ankle brace explode. And while I'm running, the tape that was holding my shoe together,
You were
it's
running
just
to the
like
left hand
explode.
side.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, it was to the left. Yeah. I remember that.
No wheels,
Yeah.
no burners.
Hey, you
Jay
was in there
walked the
though.
style.
You was
Hey,
in there.
it was fun, but I did not have a flashback. No, I was too busy fussing at our lack of execution on special teams and on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. Hey man, hey, but you was in there, you did your thing, man, and yeah, I definitely remember that, man. It was over to the left hand side. I
Mhm.
remember it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna before I take these calls, I'm gonna answer this a couple of questions. Oscar, what's up, man? You said, can we get everyone's man? I don't know, Oscar. I'm gonna Jaywalk may be able to do that. It's a little. I got to see what the portal says first.
That's it.
We'll be doing that, and I kind of want to hear some stuff for spring, but man, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with that. But let's get into these calls real quick, man, because there's a lot of people hopping in here. Dang, it's been 32 minutes already. Let me take the first one. Bishop, how you doing?
Living large and supercharged. Blessings. Shalom, shalom, you guys.
Blessings.
Hey,
Hey, you
you been
looking sharp. You looking sharp in your avatar profile. Yeah, man.
Hey.
Bishop, you been praying for us?
Oh, you are come on now. You already know.
That's right. That's right. How you doing?
Outstanding.
Man, can't complain. Can't complain, man.
Hey, well, salute to your it's the Sooners, right?
Yeah, man.
Hey
Yeah.
man, hey, let me just go ahead and just salute you right now
Hmm.
for what the Oklahoma Sooners are doing, man. Hey, I'll be honest, you guys I didn't think you guys would go beat Alabama at Alabama. You guys beat a couple I think it was Tennessee at Tennessee. Salute to y'all, man. You playing some tough football right now.
I
Hey.
actually said I thought they was gonna dominate Alabama.
You thought
Yeah.
so?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
One of my one
yeah.
of my partners coaches
Go
at
ahead.
Oklahoma, so I kind of knew.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I tell you what, the simple fact of the matter is we weren't gonna get in the playoffs unless we win all four.
No,
Mhm.
yeah, you're right. You're
And
right.
Mhm.
so understand these young men took it upon themselves because you know how fickle our fan base can get at times. And they just watched Gladiator and they said they're going to be hard to kill. So
Mhm.
they took that mantra and started with Tennessee. And on top of that, they were offended that each game was their homecoming. It's like, sheesh.
Yeah,
The ultimate disrespect is okay, you're gonna schedule us on your homecoming? Okay.
right.
But hey, the
Mhm.
simple fact is the bottom line, you still gotta go out and play the game and do it the right way and come out with the dub when you're in somebody's backyard. And so hey, this big salute and hey, I've been watching from afar and then I heard about you and I always keep you in my prayers, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Well, man, Bishop, I definitely, you know, you popped in my mind. Every now and then I see Jason on that other channel. You know, every now and then he'll have me on. But when I see him sometime when he flashes through my screen on YouTube,
Mhm.
you kind of pop in my mind sometime. I say, I wonder how Bishop doing. So it's good to know you're doing well. I appreciate you for even tapping in.
Yeah, no doubt. And hey, big salute. Run up the likes for this man. This man is a trooper, without a doubt.
I
Second to none.
appreciate you. Definitely
That's awesome.
appreciate you, Bishop. Definitely
No,
appreciate you. Hey,
no,
look,
salute, salute.
look, and we wish you guys the best on what you guys do for this postseason.
Hey, you got some extra bodies? Because hey, this SEC gauntlet ain't no joke.
It ain't no.
This ain't the
Hey,
Big 12 no more.
Yeah.
hey, we feel the same way. We ain't in the Pac-12 no more. We were dropping like flies, man.
Yeah, we was hurting for certain. We was
Yeah,
hurting
Hey,
for
that's
yeah.
all right.
certain.
Hey, but hey, I hope you guys saw we went old school. We just had to go back to the old days where defense is king.
Man, that's and I'm all about that. And you guys look good. You guys look fast and incredible, man. So big salute to you and the whole fan base.
Yeah.
I'll say, if I don't get on there to Jason pretty soon, let him know I said what's up. But he probably gonna text me anyway.
Y'all grown.
Yeah,
I'm good. Y'all grown.
absolutely.
Hey man, but much salute to you guys, and I see what y'all doing, and keep stacking the days because the bottom line it doesn't come easy, but hard works pay off. So
Absolutely.
Amen.
salute.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Hey, well, thank you for coming in, Bishop. We appreciate you. All right. Cardinal and Gold.
Hey, how you doing? How you
I always
doing,
say
Mason?
Cardinal and Gold. I mean Cardinal and
Cardinal and
Bold.
Bold.
Oh, it's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. What's up,
So you
big
guys
bro?
can hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
All right, couple quick points, and then I got a question for Jaywalk.
Yes.
I'm glad you highlighted the special teams. On the surface, we can easily point out the kick return that helped Notre Dame, the punt return that helped Oregon, right? So on the surface, we can see that. I'm curious of the decision making and the strategy because just to have a threat back there, and it seems like we're just doing the fair catch. And if we, I never really favored Mackay on the return. I just like to, kind of save him. But I felt like we should have had another young player, a young wide receiver who can provide that threat at kick return. And if there was 30 kickoffs, man, we might have fair catch 29. It was an interesting situation. So, and then my main question to you, Jaywalk, is what is your view on the bowl games? Do you look at bowl games as an opportunity to get young players playing time? Do you want the victory? Is it all out? Is it all about the victory? Like, how do you kind of strategically look at it? Because, a lot of teams look at it different ways and it looks like they approach it different ways. So I just wanted to get your quick thoughts on that.
So that's a great question, by the way. Personally, it's a combination of both. What we were always taught was the bowl game preparation was going to significantly highlight the youth and the up and comers for the next season. So that's the most reps you get in that bowl 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of preparation for that bowl game. That's the most reps young guys get outside of training camp.
Mm-hmm.
So it is to make sure that we have a good idea, a good grasp on who we got coming into the fold next season. Now, whether those athletes get to play or not is usually situational, because I think the win in a bowl season is huge because that is 100% when the entire country is watching.
Yes.
They're the most viewed games it's the biggest commercial that we can have to the world,
for real.
to the country.
Absolutely.
On who we are. So the victory and win style, variables, win factors lays huge on your recruitment for the next season. And also whether athletes wanting to hop in the transfer portal are deeming you as a competent program to jump into. Yeah. Right. So it does matter. The victory matters, developing the youth matters, but above all, I will say I think the victory matters most, and the total win record at the end of the season. Because to see a 4-loss team, it just like that team lost 4 games. 9-4 does not feel good. I'll say 10-3.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
And it looks better too.
That's a double-digit win season. That's victorious with the level of competition and the parity in this generation of football.
Yeah, and I like to add on that too. We can also play an opponent that we rarely play, and they're also trying to represent their conference, right?
Right,
so if we
right.
play, like for example, I saw on the website that we might play Houston, and I'm thinking, okay, that's an opponent we rarely play Houston,
Yeah.
And then obviously they'll look at us like, oh, that's SC. We want to take them out because it's we're everybody's bowl game,
right.
even in bowl games, So
it's true, so true.
So yeah, that was it, man. I'll be quick. Hey, great victory against UCLA. I loved it, and keep doing what you guys doing, man. Fight on.
Hey, appreciate you. Fight on.
Fight on. Cardinal and Bold.
All right. OG. Let's see. Uncle Boom.
Yo, what's good?
Man, how you doing, man?
Boom, boom, boom. What's up, brother?
Hey, man, everything's good, man. How you guys doing?
Great,
Excellent.
Man. Great. What you got for us?
Good, man. Hey, man, I know the season wasn't exactly what we all wanted as fans, but, it's progress from last year. We lost a lot of 1-score games last year. This dude he is thirsty, man. Dang it. Hey. What you got a sponsor you ain't telling us about?
Hey, man.
That's the water boy right there. That boy.
Hey, man.
He hitting that thing like Adam Sandler.
Hey,
high quality H2O.
That's Bobby J. Boucher.
Man, brother, thirsty around here.
Oh, that's so funny, bro.
But,
all right, my bad. Back to professionalism.
It's all good. But it's improvement from last year. Going from we were 6-6 last year, ended up being 7-6.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Going to 9-3. I know we didn't win. Three of the biggest road games on our schedule this year, which is kind of it's kind of disappointing. But it's not like we got blown out the water in any of those games. We were in the thick of those games all the way basically towards the end. So, the future is very bright with this team. We just want to see the results, going into the playoff. We haven't been in the playoff yet. It's USC. We all have high expectations, but I believe year 5 is where it's all going to click for us. And, let it be year 5 and so be, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree with you more.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't agree with you more.
And then also, I've said this before on the show a couple, earlier in the year, but a lot of people haven't given Lincoln Riley the grace to where the program was when he first came in 2021. This program was not in good shape at all when he first came in. We were in really bad shape. It was basically on life support at that point. And for him to want to build this team through high school recruiting and actually, take it seriously the last two recruiting cycles, I believe we're going to start seeing all that pay off here real soon, especially with this 25 class that's getting ready to all sign in the next couple of days. So what do you guys think about all that?
Man, I honestly, man, I always say it like this. If you give, and I could just name some coaches, but people ain't gonna like it. But if you take Dan Lennon from Oregon and give him Lincoln's situation, you swap the situations. How would he fare? How do you think he would produce? He has that big NIL, and there was so many different things that were involved with NIL and all that was really just getting kicked off when Lincoln was here first came. I just think. I always said that he went into a gunfight with a knife, not even really a knife, a straw, to be honest with you, because it was like he didn't have the necessary. And you saw some of the recruits that we had: Isaiah Gibson. I could keep naming them. Justice Terry. Even one that I had on my show. Right after he was on my show, he ended up decommitting. What is his name? I can't. He went to Florida.
Yeah,
Florida.
the safety.
Stubbs.
Yeah, House and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I had him on my show. Interviewed him. He just committed to USC. Then boom, he ended up decommitting like a couple of weeks later. But we already knew it was different. It was different aspects to this, man, and that we had to have in place, and we didn't have it. Yeah, we could recruit the guys and get them here, but we didn't have what it took to keep them. Now all that has kind of changed around. So that's kind of my thought process on that. You put somebody else that has success with a better situation, bring them here, and see how they would pan out.
I agree.
Yeah. Personally, Lincoln Riley is my favorite coach in the country. So
I mean, they gonna think we homers, man, but he's
Yeah, I
mine
know.
too, bro. Look,
I like
look,
I
love
like a
our
coach
man.
that's
I don't care what nobody says.
adaptable,
Yeah.
who scores points, who understands the nuances of putting points on the board. I love a coach who understands his players and who allows his coaches to coach. That's one thing about him is he trusts his staff to coach. And eventually you're going to get the right recipe. But all this, like, burn the village down, burn everything, and fire the coach, like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Not at all.
You really don't, because the grass is not always greener, and usually you can't name one other coach that is available
Right.
that is superior to Lincoln and could build the rapport with recruitment, that has the versatility to connect with this generation of youth that is adopting West Coast lifestyle. He's never lived on the West Coast before. He is assimilating. He's becoming what he needs to be to make sure that we have this thing rolling for the next century. I'm gonna say the next century.
Yeah, for real.
I'll take. I mean, hey,
Let's
Jesus,
keep this thing going.
Jesus gonna come back before then, but I'll take it though.
Hey, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be in that number.
Hey,
man.
we all gonna be there. We all gonna be there, bro.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, I completely agree. It's just that it took longer than a lot of us expected, but hey, we're here now. We're going into year 5, and regardless of what the schedule looks like next year, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I believe that schedule looks a lot more favorable than what it actually appears to be, because I believe Indiana's not going to be the same next year.
No, me either. I said that at the beginning of the season. Yep.
You got Ohio State's going to be Ohio State, so that is what it is.
Yeah.
We go into the big house, to the shoe, and go in and compete and beat Ohio State. We're going to be sitting pretty, and then we got to go all the way to Penn State. So that's going to be a tough game all in itself. Doesn't matter who the coach is, and what recruits they got going on there. So,
and I think we can catch Oregon at home. I think it could have been different if it was different circumstances, but that's a whole other story. But I got to take these other calls, but I appreciate you, fam.
Yeah, most definitely.
Always
guys.
great takes. Always great takes.
Y'all,
I appreciate you. Hey, fight on, family.
Fight on.
Let's see. Boy, this Mr. Hines.
What's good?
What's the word?
Not much. What's up, Jay?
Hold on, let me double back real quick.
What's up, OG?
OG.
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good?
What's the word?
Nothing, man. Just thinking about their defense. I told you they're gonna bond, and they have been, but it's only gonna get better in this bowl game coming up. Watch, I bet on it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
agree.
We totally agree, and I see some people coming in here right now, and hey, let's put quack quack. Hey, well, guess what? This man on here right now, his son quacked all on your kids the other day, but shout out to him. But hey, man, those who don't know, there's some new people in here. This is Tanuk Hines' dad, and the future bright for him, man. Super bright.
It is what it is. When you earn it, it's gonna come. When you're blessed, it's gonna come. So we ain't gonna get into all that. He's gonna do whatever God puts in him to do, whatever the coaches ask him to do. It's gonna come to pass. I claim that.
Absolutely.
But these young guys, stick with the process. I guarantee you, your time will come.
I'm seeing all this about Longstreet leaving, this freshman leaving. If
Yeah.
you stick with that process, I promise you, it's going to come to pass. You're going to be in the bowl games, the playoffs. You're going to reach the natty. I'm claiming that. You're going
Hey,
to
it's
reach.
gonna happen. It's
You're
gonna
going
It
to
happen.
is.
reach that natty, but you have to
It
trust
is.
that process.
And they
Don't.
gotta stay together.
Yes, yes, that's a major part. Like that defense, we all got worried. They started building, bonded. Look what they're doing now. They dragging it out and they winning the game. This bowl game is going to give them experience. It's going to give
Yeah,
them excitement to where they want to continue to show up on that level. Watch what I tell you. It's going to come to pass.
absolutely. This 93 season is a
I
building block,
agree.
and I totally agree. Go ahead, Jay. You want to
I
say something?
I 100% agree with Mr. Hines.
Oh, another
This
thing
is
too. The 93 season, people are like, this ain't what we wanted. We should be here. We should be there. Compared to what has happened,
Absolutely.
93 is a good thing. It's a building thing. These boys, these coaches. Next year is going to be crazy.
Yep.
And I'm going to be
Mhm.
along for that ride, God willing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I couldn't agree. Well, you already know, man. I mean, we talk and me and you kind of on the same page as it relates to that. I think the future is super bright.
Oh, yeah.
We got a 2026 class with some guys, a couple guys, and I talked about it. I think they sign on the third, which is Wednesday or some Wednesday next
Yep.
week. But they
Yep.
Oh,
got
Next
some.
that,
week.
that
Yeah,
leaves me a point. When you look at these great teams, look at them. They slowly build. But all of a sudden, one year, it just jumps off and starts that fire. It's the odds and ends, the bookends that come in and they help, build that up. And the next thing you know, they off to the races. It only
absolutely,
takes one or two pieces and they on the way. All these
absolutely.
USC fans, shut your mouth, sit down, pop some popcorn, and watch what happens.
No, that's facts. That's facts. We see eye to eye on that. Anything else is it's uncivilized.
Ah,
Jay.
okay, I got you. That was
He
nice.
Absolutely.
hit, he hit us with the
Absolutely.
Grey Poupon. He hit
Yeah,
us with the Grey
boy, you're wrong.
Poupon.
Big J, you had anything you want to say on that?
Man, I stand 10 toes with big Papa Hines, man. I'm with him because he and I are defensive guys.
Yes,
And
yes, sir.
what I will say this is I'm a huge admirer of your son's work ethic. I mean, everything about what he does reminds me of everything I love about wide receiver. I played wide receiver as well. Your son's game is evolving. He is up next. If he's not a freshman All-American this year, I would be completely shocked as why he's not in that conversation. Not just because of the catches, but it's the stuff he does without the football. It's how he
Man,
impacts the
the
game
blocking,
without the
man.
ball. The
Yeah.
man is built with Trojan blood screaming through his veins. And I absolutely adore the young man that you've helped cultivate, Mr. Hines. Thank
Ain't
you.
no
Thank
help,
you.
bro. I was a single father. I take credit for all that.
All of it.
Don't
There it
don't do
is.
that. Don't do that.
There it is.
Okay.
See,
Since
that's
he was since he
you
was
know
eight
what?
years old, he stayed in the house with me, his two brothers, and his older sister. It was just us. So we're gonna
And
do it like
it,
that.
it
But
makes sense.
as
It
far
makes sense.
as far as that work ethic goes, they're all army bred. In this house, when you start something, you're gonna finish it. If you don't finish it, you don't get nothing else. He's been raised that way, and I put that down from day one. God put it in him. He allowed me to help him, and now he's showing all y'all what it is to trust the process.
That's outstanding.
And he got more left in the tank. He's
Oh
going
man.
to display next year.
Oh man.
So,
Yes.
Mr. Hines, big salute to you, man. I bet you
Big salute.
anytime you come
Big
on, man,
salute.
you make it that much better for us.
Big
Nah,
salute.
ain't no salute to me. I can't do that.
I
Okay,
I,
I'm gonna
I
get
got
that.
hey
I'm gonna get that to God first. I'm gonna
God,
get that to
absolutely.
Him,
It's God
and then
first.
I'm gonna be along with that ride. You feel me?
Hey, yeah, it's God first. But we salute you for coming on. You don't have to take the time out, to come on, but we appreciate it. Seriously.
All right, bro. Fight
That's
on.
a thousand. That's a thousand. Fight on.
He don't want to take the credit. All right.
Nah.
Hey, fight on, man. All right.
All right.
All right. All right, man. Let me finish these calls up, man. Cheese, is it cheese? Cheese.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Jay and Jay Walker? Y'all hear me?
What
Yeah,
up?
I
What
can
up?
hear
We
you. How
hear
you
loud
doing?
and clear.
Yeah. See, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hey, it's a pleasure to be on here with you all the time. I've been on here before, but man, I appreciate you having me on. So, my
Absolutely.
as what I want to point out is that if we look at the class that just came last year, I think was our best class in a while. And that's no shot to the guys that came before them, because as long as you commit to USC, I always got mad love for you. That's just how it is. But this class that recently committed, Alex Graham, he's a prime example that the young man Hines, I love that kid as well.
Yeah.
If you look at those guys could compete with anyone. And I think those are some of the first guys that we got the athletes who were like, this is what we need to establish a great foundation. And now
Yes.
this next class coming in, I believe is of that same tier, of that same work ethic, of that same mentality. And so I know everybody wants to say, oh, it's taking 5 years to develop a foundation. Well, what's the point of having a house nice on the inside, on the outside, when the inside is ugly? And I think USC did exactly what they had to do to establish that foundation, and I think that was said a lot yesterday on the post-game interviews. You know, Eric Gentry, when you look at him and Lake McCree, these guys set a foundation that the younger guys, Alex Graham, Urlacher, Hines, are going to follow with that mentality, and now this is going to be instilled into this 2026 class, and now we're going to keep going up from there. And you can see the difference in skill set. We have to remember that the guys that came before the last class, they were guys that and again, this is no shot to them because I appreciate them always, but they weren't highly rated. And not that I care about the ratings, but sometimes that's relevant. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
It does.
No.
It does.
And, you know, I couldn't agree with you more, man. Like, and you hit some key points, and some of those guys I'm gonna throw in there, Jakeem Stewart and Floyd Boucard. I throw those guys in there too. You make some excellent points. I think we got some good building blocks and good foundational pieces, man, with this 2025 class. Thank God, you know, Jakeem Stewart reclassified because he was a part of that. And so, yeah, man, I totally agree with you, man. And I think these guys are going to help spearhead what's going on right now. I know a lot of people saying the 2026 class, like you said, but these guys are some foundational pieces that's going to help spearhead what we have going on in the next couple of years.
And I couldn't agree anymore. Again, I don't mean to purposely leave people out. It's just a lot of names that, you know, like you said, like Aaron Dunn.
No. Let it all out. Let it all out. That's what we're here for.
And when Aaron Dunn comes up, man, he's gonna be really good. King Miller, his brother, these guys are gonna be great. And we're not gonna be in Indiana because no disrespect towards Indiana, but they're good every 4 years because they're seniors.
Yeah.
But where are they year 1, 2, and 3? You don't hear about them. At USC, we're trying to establish that every year after the next, we're gonna keep building. And I'm with you guys. I love Lincoln Riley, and I love the fact that because before this year, he talked like a politician. You know, it was very distant, it was very general, but now you can see the fire in him. You can see that he has no shame in saying his guys need to take accountability and that he needs to take accountability. And I love the fact that they called out Trojan fans to show up to that Coliseum because that was a beautiful thing yesterday, man. And I'm telling you, I'm hyped for next year, but I'm also, these boys this year, they made me not just like college football more, but they made me love USC even more because you can see like when they lose, it hurts. It's not just, oh, whatever, we lost. It hurts them. And these guys are committed to the grind. And that's why I love like Makai Lemon when Deuce Robinson left and Zachariah left. Makai's Lemon first post, 10 toes down. Man, you gotta love that. Like you gotta love that.
He's a Trojan, man. He's a Trojan. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I could keep on going, but I know you got other callers, man. But I just appreciate you putting me on, baby. And it's USC. It's USC to the end. And next year's schedule, I'm not worried about it at all. I think, like you said, Oregon. Another thing, real quick, they recruited great the past few years, but everybody better count their days and they better get us while we're down because when we're up, it's up for everybody. So fight on and much love to you guys and God bless and always a pleasure being on here.
Hey,
Oh
great
man,
call,
God
man. I
bless. Hey, that
appreciate
was a
you, man.
great take. Great take.
I think this is Keith. Keith,
Yo, what's
man,
going on,
what's the
fellas?
word? What's the word?
Hey, that last caller must have heard me last night when I remember I said, we don't worry about the schedule. They got to worry about us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
said about your team, John. When
That's right.
we were hot, I said, hey, don't worry about the schedule. You got to worry about us. And then I
Just
used to
line them
say,
up. Just
how do
line them
you
up, and we're gonna
stop us?
swing on them.
How do you stop us?
Line them
You're
up,
gonna
and
get
we
to
just
that
gonna
point.
swing on them.
Hey, listen.
I'm
We
on
got
live. I'll
some
call you right
dogs,
back.
right? We got some dogs, right?
I'll call you right back. I'm on live.
But we got
Oh, okay.
some real Rottweilers coming in.
Like 3 to 5.
Yep.
Hey,
We
you
got
know it.
we got some real Rottweilers coming in. And there's a saying, they got put in a song in Jamaica. It's called "Dog Aga Yam Dog in the City." It means dog eat dog, and you watch these dogs eat next year.
They gonna eat, man. They gonna eat, and
Yeah. I want to
I'm
finish
proud of.
this year. I want us to finish this year before anybody starts to keep. I'm really not thinking about anything next year because this roster is going to look different. So I don't know yet. I just know we got to finish whoever they line up in front of us, so we can go ahead and take flight.
Watch
Because
these dogs eat in this game, just like
that's it.
the last season in the last bowl game.
Texas
These
A&M.
boys get turned loose, man. It's a different ball game. This is our Super Bowl. This is our national championship. So we didn't make it to the playoffs, but anytime we get into a bowl game, we show up.
We'll see. We'll see. They still haven't made
We're
that
gonna show
final
up, man.
decision just
Trust
quite
me.
yet.
These boys are on. They're on a momentum swing right now. I don't see them letting down.
No, and we gotta see who we play, man. They talk about the Alamo Bowl, but I personally, I would like to see Tennessee, Texas. I would like to see one of those big brands. Me personally, I mean, I just think. Do you guys feel like we've played down the competition at times? Like when it's a different brand. I think we showed up for Texas A&M for sure. That was a bigger brand, but how you guys feeling about that, brand wise?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, like when we played Tulane, I think they took Tulane for granted because it was
Yeah.
Tulane.
We had that game. I was at that game. We had that game. That was crazy.
Sometimes we get caught up in our egos too much where we feel that we're bigger than what we are. But hey, anybody who lines up with us, we have to show up and play and show who we are, regardless of who it is.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely. So, man, yeah, I guess let's go. Man, we've been on here an hour and 2 minutes, man. And,
yeah, it's time for me to grub.
I got
Hey, Jay, is it time for you to take a sip, man? Are you thirsty, brother?
Hey, man, my water almost gone, man. I'm almost gone, man. I'm about to go get me something to snack on.
Man, that brother was trying to drown himself.
Well, look, man, that was thirsty, man.
I'm like, wait a minute. I heard the crunch. I'm like, what?
Hey,
I looked away for a second. I heard crunch. I'm like,
I forgot this microphone is crazy. I had cotton mouth, man. I don't even smoke or nothing, man. My mouth was all jacked up. Oh yeah, I did.
Bro.
Yeah. I talk too much, but well, look, man. Hey, let's get out of here. Let me answer this one question real quick.
Much love,
Oscar. Now that players are getting paid, do you guys think it would be a great idea to do giveaways for all the home games? That way we can pack the Coliseum. Yeah, I mean that's always a great idea.
That's a good question, but I just have this funny way of believing that whatever you give away for free is undervalued.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. I my shirt says Swaggy Realtor. That's
a dope. You got that Trojan color too, though.
Oh, you see it.
Yeah, that's dope. You had that made.
This is my brand. So I can't give away my services for free because people will take it for granted. Whatever you give away for free, people tend to devalue. So when you charge them, that's when they respect you. So when we know we packing that house and there's people paying, they will be more invested in the game, more invested in the season, more invested in the outcome, because they know they had to earn their way into that spot. Because soon enough, and I believe next season is going to be progressively more difficult to pick up tickets to get in our home games.
Absolutely.
On that note, I'm gonna drop this mic.
Hey, I'm out here. I'm out too, man. Hey. So look, until later on, listen. Hey, Keith, we about to all go out here together. Until later on, listen. Everybody stay blessed, man. We out of here. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Fight on, fight
Yes,
on,
sir.
fight on.
Fight
Right
on.
on.